You're watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.
Welcome to Chiller Theater. Starring Ned the Dead, Dr. Moreau, featuring
walk away, you're here to stay, hooray, today. I have no idea what any of that was. Hey everybody, I'm Ned the Dead at Chiller Theater. Welcome. And it's the big and upsetting Dr. Moreau. How are you, Doc?
I am fine.
Oh, good. You seem animated and excited.
Good news. This is not a Mexican horror movie tonight.
Thank goodness. It is Roach Cam, ladies and gentlemen, by the way.
Dr. Mo Roach.
It is. It's the horrible silhouette of a
What
roach.
are you doing?
Well, Dr. Mo Roach is, and again, blotting out Ned. Why do you always position it that way? Dr. Moreau was responsible for putting that on the camera. Of course. Where does it go? Why it never blots your big butt
I was forced to.
Big doofus. Gosh, nice. No, don't do that. I don't require you to get small, but you know, that's nice. Once
Dr.
again,
Roach.
Josh, just have it cover me. That's okay. I really don't mind that.
It's like he's flying. It's a roach eye view.
That's right. Here we go. You now, hey, I picture this dude going to work going, dude, I think Ned the Dead's gone. I think that one guy, the white-haired guy's doing the show with a roach.
Being my talking roach.
Sorry about that. All right, what do you think about this movie? I know you like it. I know you got a fancy on this one.
Barbara Steele is in it.
All right.
And she's either beautiful or icky, depending on who's reviewing the movie.
I think she's icky. You think she's beautiful, right?
She's exotic. She is
icky.
Wide-eyed and angular cheekbones.
Wide-eyed is an understatement there, my friend. I'll tell you what. You know, whatever. We have differing views, but she's in it, right?
Yes,
all right.
Barbara Steele.
Well, let's go enjoy some of it. It gets pretty good at the beginning, so you're going to like this part.
She's married to a guy named Aerosmith.
Go watch. Come on back.
At this rate, you'll destroy all the frogs in the entire county, my dear.
I asked you before not to come down to my laboratory while I'm busy with my experiments.
Oh. If these animals could speak, they'd have something to say about your tastes.
This always happens when you permit yourself to overindulge in your brandy. You are trying to provoke me, but this is not the moment, dear.
You're leaving for the Edinburgh Congress with a lot of fanatical good-for-nothings like yourself, I suppose.
Don't you ever dare to speak to me like that, Muriel.
Oh, Stephen, you mustn't mind if I care about your going away so frequently. After all, I'm your wife. And I'd like to spend the night with you. Solange. So you saw everything. You even enjoyed it, I presume, didn't you?
I am too old for that sort of thing, Baroness. I only wanted to ask the doctor his orders regarding the luggage. It's so late, and it's a long journey.
I'm coming now.
It's time to go.
Already? A storm is threatening this evening. I shall be worried about you. When will you be back?
I intend to stay only a couple of days in Edinburgh. You know, I can't bear to be without you very long.
Bon voyage, Stephen.
Sleep well, Muriel.
Yes, I'll go to bed straight away. I'll do my best to dream about you.
Why is he so nervous?
He's been left in the stable too long. The drive will do him good.
Keep your eyes open, David. I entrust my wife's safety to you.
Those new plants that just arrived today, sir, shall I leave them outside?
Put them in the greenhouse, but look after them. They need a lot of water.
I'll see to it, sir. Have a good journey. At last. I thought he would never go, that devil.
Oh, poor Stephen. You know I don't like you to talk about him that way.
Why? Do you still love him? You're just making a fool of me.
It's you I love. I'm going to rid you of your vulgar ways and replace them with others much more subtle and refined.
I don't understand you.
It doesn't matter. No, not here. Solange's room is too near. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the greenhouse. It's nicer there. Your revenge? Why don't you kill me? Kill both of us!
I will kill you, you tart, you! You and your filthy friends! But death, my dear, must come to you only after I've torn from your bodies all the suffering and pain a human being can stand. And you don't know yet how long it takes to die of pain.
sip. Just a sip. I'm dying, Stephen. Oh, you're a monster. You don't know the hate I have inside. If you could see it, you would be terrified. You would kill me at once. But even by killing me, you can't free yourself from my hatred, Stephen Arrowsmith. You can kill my body, but I'll never leave you in peace. Never, never!
I'm not afraid of the dead. Corpses are destined to rot and fertilize the earth.
I can still hurt you while I'm alive, Stephen. You thought you would inherit everything if I died, didn't you? My castle, all my wealth, so that you could continue your dirty experiments. But you've made a tremendous mistake, you know, Stephen. Do you understand that? Because I made a new will after I realized what a vile, perverted monster I married. I made a new will in which I bequeathed everything through good hands to my stepsister, Jenny. Ha! You didn't expect that, did you, Stephen? That I'd leave everything to that simpering idiot?
I would spare you both in exchange for that will. You could go away, together, free.
Don't believe him. Once he has obtained what he wants, he'll kill us just the same. How can you trust such a monster?
Silence, you stupid pig! Well, do you agree?
No. No! No!
Everything to her stepsister, to that irresponsible idiot. So it's all been for nothing. You can't kill her now. You must let her live.
I have no intention of doing so.
Why do you think I have helped you? Just to pamper your jealousy and your twisted instincts? You are wrong. I wouldn't risk the gallows for so little. I want my share. You promised it to me. You must be the heir, and I along with you.
And that is exactly what will happen. I shall not give up my revenge. You must not forget that Muriel alive would be too great a danger for me and for you. No. No one will ever discover how my wife died. And Jenny will inherit everything. But Jenny is mad, and that is a well-known fact. What can she do with all that money? Her place is in a lunatic asylum, while I shall discover the secret that man has been looking for since the beginning of time. And don't be afraid. You will get your reward. A reward that will be more precious to you than all the wealth in the world. Now you'll see. Now you'll feel what I felt.
No! No!
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. You beast, you. Muriel, please. I can't stand it. Go away. Muriel! Muriel!
No! Oh! 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 Help me! Oh! 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 Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh!
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Kool-Aid. A 5-cent package makes 2 quarts of Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. 9 great flavors to drink you love. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
For the very best drink you ever made.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
Be sure that the envelope says
Kool-Aid.
You can give your youngsters a lot of pleasure with Kool-Aid. You know it's pure and good. It has the Parents Magazine seal. And it's so thrifty. A 5-cent package makes 2 full quarts. Just add Kool-Aid to water with ice. Add some sugar and stir.
For the very best drink you ever made.
Be sure that the envelope says
Kool-Aid.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, all right, let's go to the Logan shot with the roach for Josh, because Josh has been positioning notice it doesn't blot out Logan either. The roach is only here to blot me out. That's the only thing. All right.
Roach TV.
Now it's right. Yeah, go ahead. Blot me out with the dumb roach. Go ahead. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Hey, everybody. Wait, go back there. It's me. Here I am. I'm really here, but in fact, I'm blotted out by the dumb roach. All right, having said that, so now
I have an apology.
Go ahead.
I was going to warn you all about the torture.
Oh, I know.
But you kids are big on the Saw movies and whatnot these days, so it's probably not a big deal. But
I thought when he brings the horse out and then he says, "Oh, why is it so nervous?" I'm thinking, well, that's because old Buck, the farmhand's been a little funny out there. You know what I mean? And he's riding them, whatever it is. I don't know, they're horses. You're right. That's the way it goes. So I don't think that's what. It also is impending doom. When the horse is nervous, it usually means impending doom, doesn't it?
So when you hear somebody's named Aerosmith, besides having a drink of your root beer, do you think of Steve Tyler?
Oh yeah, I think of Steve Tyler all the time.
I hear a guitar riff like
he had some vulgarness in his life, and she said at one point to her lover there, "I'm going to cure you of your vulgar ways, but first, let's get vulgar," because they were about to scrog, you know what I mean? And that's probably an old man's term now, isn't it? Scrog.
I've never heard of that.
Isn't that, it's one of those deals. That's where they're mashing, mashing. You ever heard that one, mashing?
Mashing?
Yeah, you haven't any of those? Well, no.
Monster Mash.
No. Well, in many ways that. Oh,
I thought that's what they
is
drank.
What was that?
Bring
what
out the
was that,
Monster
Josh?
Mash.
What was that? What is that?
What the heck?
Hole in your wall?
Oh, nice.
Somebody shooting
Oh,
at
yeah.
us.
Oh, help me.
Oh.
Glory be.
Oh.
Sorry about
Hey, you know,
that.
I got to go.
All right, get out of here. Good.
You're home, Jenny. You didn't expect it to be so big. Hampton Castle is the largest in the county. I'm sure you'll feel at home here. And this is Solange. She will look after you and be useful to you in many ways.
Welcome home, Miss Hampton.
Miss Hampton? But she is my wife, the second Mrs. Arrowsmith. We were just married this very morning.
I beg your... Yes, certainly. Come in, Mrs. Arrowsmith. Oh.
What's the matter, dearest? Is something wrong?
No. You forgot to carry me over the threshold. They say it brings good luck.
Do you believe in that? Superstitions.
It's better not to be superstitious in this house.
Why?
It's better, you know, never to be superstitious.
This way, I'll lead you.
Oh. What a peculiar plant. I've never seen one like it before.
So fleshy, you mean?
Yes.
A rare plant. Nepenthe iridata. It is very dear to me.
Now you can see how much you look like your stepsister.
It's incredible. If it weren't for the hair, you'd say we were the same person.
The dressing room is just in there.
Thank you. I have a slight headache. I think I'll feel better if I take off my hat.
You owe me an explanation, Stephen.
What do you mean?
Why did you marry her? We never spoke about it.
What on earth is the matter, dear? Oh, what an unpleasant surprise for you. Don't worry, it's harmless. It disappeared from my laboratory a few days ago. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's come a long way. I promise you it will never happen another time. I'll take it back to the laboratory.
What do you intend to do with her? Why did you marry her? We had a different plan.
Then I thought she was a poor imbecile, ugly and repulsive.
And instead, she is beautiful and reminds you of Muriel. You are still in love with that witch.
As far as witches are concerned, you are no one to talk. Muriel, as you know, I hated her. And Jenny? Yes, I might even come to like her.
So now we'll never get rid of Jenny again, as you promised me you would. I shall have to put up with another mistress.
On the surface, Jenny seems normal, but her doctor told me that her sanity hangs by a thread, and living here could easily snap it. It would not be difficult to find a doctor willing to testify regarding her condition, and then I shall be legally responsible for the custody of her person and wealth. This seems to me the best and surely the safest way out.
But anything unexpected might possibly crop up. Who will guarantee to us that her mental condition will get worse?
I'll see to that. Look here. May this be the first of many happy days.
Do you like it?
Superb. You are wonderful. No, stop. That chair. It's somewhat special. It could be dangerous.
Oh, really? Why?
It's a piece from the rather bizarre collection of your ancestors.
I see.
Calm yourself, dear. You've had a bad dream. It's nothing. It's all over now.
Stephen? Where was I? That terrible place and that man?
It was a nightmare. Do you hear me?
No, it wasn't a nightmare. I was there. And I saw blood. And that horrible plant. But I saw it here. The blood. But I tell you, I did see it. I'm not mad.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Hey kids, listen to what's new in every Sugar Daddy. Wildlife baby cards. New cards, one free in every Sugar Daddy. 50 different cards. Baby animal stories on the back. To collect or trade while you enjoy caramel chewy Sugar Daddy. Get free Wildlife baby cards.
For kids, mister, for kids.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
All right, everybody. Now, of course, we know that Barbara Steele plays a couple of different characters in this movie, obviously. She passes out and, of course, then returns. Oh, wait.
Mr. the Dead.
Yes.
Hello.
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 My name is Nigel.
Hello, Nigel.
I am Jeremiah Moreau's identical stepbrother. Now, we wanted to prove to you that Barbara Steele has an identical stepsister in the movie, so we wanted to prove to you that it is possible to share a likeness with your step-sibling. So I just arrived at the Austin Strobel. I didn't see Jeremiah. I brought a taxi over.
You did?
So I think we passed each other.
Yeah, you may, like ships in the night.
Yes.
Yes, well.
But it's very nice to be here.
Well, and I'm
glad
to
I came
say,
to visit.
You're very attractive, actually. I wanted. No, I really would like to.
Thank you.
No, I.
Is this Logan?
That's
this Logan?
Logan.
I've heard so much
Come over
about
and give
you.
her a kiss, Logan.
The Loganator.
Oh, him. Oh, wait. No. I'll tell you. No, as much as he wants to. Yeah, he's tethered.
Jeremiah's always going on about that cheeky bastard that never brings in his Amish puppet to do battle with his raptor puppet.
That's right.
That's you.
So where do we think Dr. Where is Dr. Moreau left for the day then? Do you feel that he's out now?
I believe I passed him. He's probably at the airport.
He probably is. Now, where is he heading?
He was going to pick me up.
Oh, let's see.
But I brought the taxi. Did I explain
You
that?
did. You did explain that.
I brought the taxi.
Obviously, I wasn't listening enough, and I probably ought to start to listen. It's been one of my problems in life.
I'm a fan of Barbara Steele. This is actually a good movie for me to drop in on.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I'll tell you what. It's funny. You guys you definitely have a likeness, but you do have a lot of different hair issues going. Now stop that. Stop the bird-like turning. It's frightening me.
Well, see, step-siblings, you know.
I know. All right.
Just the hair color.
Let's get back to Nightmare Castle. We'll come back with Nigel. It'll be a lot of fun. Nigel, you are spectacular.
Dear little creatures, sweet, faithful, and also lustful, hidden by a mask of innocence.
Did Muriel like them too?
She loved other animals. Cats, a pair of tortoises. She had also tamed an owl. And her horses, of course.
Did she often go riding?
It was her passion. And she paid for it.
Where did it happen?
There is a jump behind the house. Hidden among the trees there.
Do you like it? Huh? It belonged to Muriel. I found it in her wardrobe. Isn't it strange that we both are the same size? Stephen. About last night. It wasn't just an hallucination.
something unreal and mysterious. When I was in bed, I knew I was with you when I heard the heartbeats. I was awake, and also when...
I know, my dear. You told me. You know it can't have been anything else but delirium in your mind. I hope it won't happen again. We must have faith, even if... When you were in the clinic, you had hallucinations.
No, this has nothing whatever to do with them. Anyway, now I'm normal.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me. I have prepared the slides for the analysis. We can begin whenever you like.
I will come with you right now.
So the medicine really worked. Another couple of doses, and your patient will be ready for the asylum.
I'm afraid so. She has reacted perfectly.
The rest is understandable, of course. Poor thing, with her previous illness. Have you prepared the file for tonight?
I will do it now. But this is the file you were supposed to give her last night. How is it that it's still here? You made a mistake.
But it's impossible. There was only that one.
Not at all. There was another one. A file of harmless saccharos. It isn't here anymore. You poured that one into the champagne instead of the hallucinogen. Fool!
I'm sorry.
Anyway, without wanting to, we have had ample proof that it is not necessary to force her madness with external devices.
But if her nightmares were really true, brought on, I don't know, by some mysterious being.
The spirits of the castle? I have never met any, and they don't exist until it is proven to the contrary.
But how do you explain that Jenny saw that mysterious plant dripping blood and heard two hearts beating?
The fruits of an over-receptive mind, exalted like Jenny's.
But she called out for David in her dream. I'm frightened.
Oh, be quiet. I'll get Dr. Joyce here as soon as possible to verify the mental instability of my young wife.
No, not yet. What if something terrible were to happen while he is here? I don't know why you want to run risks for nothing.
All right. Anyway, I'm not so certain that I'm in such a hurry to get rid of her, you know.
Who wrote this music?
Poor Muriel. Every once in a while, she would amuse herself by composing some music.
Funny. Normally I never drink anything but champagne. Tonight I feel I'd like something a little stronger. Jonathan, may I have some, please?
How do you feel?
Strange, it's good. I had no idea I'd like it.
Dr. Friedman's rubbish drives me out of my mind.
is Muriel buried?
Down in the crypt. If you are really interested, I'll take you to see the tomb one day. I refuse to read such rubbish. I should like to invite that fool here to the castle. I would just like to get a look at his face. Where's Jenny? She was there a moment ago.
Very likely she decided to go upstairs to her room. Maybe she was tired.
Just like that, without saying a word. It's rather odd. Perhaps she wasn't feeling very well.
I'll go and see where she is.
Jenny! Jenny, are you there? Jenny!
Did you hear that? It came from down below.
Quickly. It's Jenny. She must be down below in the vault.
Forgive me, Stephen. I try to remember. But when everything is coming back to me, I feel as if my memory is paralyzed.
Now let's see. What is the last thing you can remember?
I don't know. I was there with you and Solange. No, I was at the piano and I was playing. Then I don't remember. I suddenly found myself in that horrible place. I felt an unbearable pain in my hands and I looked down and they were covered with blood. I was trying to move the slab with my nails. I was terrified. I ran to the door and tried to get out, but someone had locked it from the inside and I couldn't open it. I screamed. I was so afraid of dying down there. I felt as if someone was pulling me down, down, down. I was so frightened, Stephen. You have to help me.
It was nothing but your imagination. You're among friends here. You must trust us.
Yes, I know, but that door, it was locked.
No, Jenny, it was not locked. All I had to do was push it. You didn't open it because you didn't want to. It's a hysterical phenomenon which is very frequent in people who are in your state of mind.
I know what you're thinking, Stephen, but I'm not mad. I'm sure of it. I was different before I came here.
Perhaps we acted a little rashly in bringing you over here so soon. Maybe it was my fault. But I wanted you here with me.
You won't send me back to the clinic, will you, Stephen? Tell me the truth, please.
No, dear. I want you here. But I also want you to get better and to be happy. Therefore, I've decided to invite Dr. Joyce to come here. He had you under his care for a long time, and he knows your case well. And here he will be able to look after you, observe you, and study the remedies that are best suited to you. You will continue on as if nothing had ever happened, and the doctor will be only a guest. You trust him, don't you?
All right, but do stop treating me like a madwoman, Stephen, won't you, please?
What foolish talk is that? Now, take this mild drug and you will have a nice sleep without any nightmares.
I don't want it. I'm afraid of going to sleep.
Just as you like. I will be right there in the armchair with my reading. Welcome to Hampton Castle, Dr. Joyce. Did you have a good journey?
Yes, thank you.
I'm very pleased to see you. And so, I'm sure, is my wife.
How are you, Lady Arrowsmith? I must say you're looking extremely well.
Oh, appearances can be deceptive, Doctor. However, I'm so pleased to see you again. What a lovely day. I didn't realize it. I hardly ever go out. Hampton Castle has become for me a sort of magnificent prison. Come. Let's take a stroll in the park. You know, there's a very strange, wild, rugged part behind the castle, which I'd like to show you.
Jenny? But, dearest, the doctor has only just arrived. Perhaps later on.
It doesn't matter. Jenny, I would like to come.
No, my husband's quite right. Napoleon 1861. It's a wonderful brandy. Such a marvelous aroma.
I thought you didn't drink.
Many years ago, this castle may have lacked water, but it certainly never lacked alcohol. This was one of Muriel's very favorite drinks.
Jenny, your husband has told me about everything that has recently happened here. You know, I am here only to help you. And you must try and force yourself to remember the details of what happened to you. Something that will help us to understand the cause.
I don't know. In those moments, it's as if another person took possession of my mind and my body, and everything becomes vague and confused without any reason.
And yet, there must be a reason. When you came here, your mental condition was perfect. Therefore, the reason for your trouble must be sought in these surroundings. Jenny, do you have any suspicions that your mind...
No, I don't think so. Yet I saw blood where there wasn't any. And I heard sounds where there weren't any. And there was that tomb. And that name.
David? Oh, yes, David. You said that name coming out of the nightmare. And that name could perhaps help you to remember your dream.
Are you really convinced? Why are you so interested in me? Or maybe you're like Stephen, you're convinced I'm insane.
If what you're suggesting were so, I would not be here. And I'm going to help you, whether you like it or not.
There is nothing to discover. You won't discover anything, Doctor.
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Doctor, and that things are already improving. Later, if you'd like to come down to my laboratory, I shall be pleased to show you some experiments I've made on the electrolytic treatment of the blood. Why are you laughing, dear?
You and your experiments.
Jenny, do you hear me? What's the matter with you?
I'm sorry, Stephen. I was confused.
It's not important. It doesn't matter. Doctor, if I can help you, don't hesitate to ask me. Even though I assure you I have already told you as much as I know.
Thank you. I'll come to see your laboratory later.
Lovely, delicate flowers. Not at all like those horrible, revolting flowers in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse? Do you often go in there?
Yes, I've been there. I was there the night
Come with me. Let's go. Tell me now. You must remember. You dreamt you were here, didn't you?
I don't know. I don't remember. Don't torment me, please. Let me leave this place.
Well, if you don't want me to help you. However, I warn you. You will end up a prisoner of your madness and obsessions forever.
I don't know. I can't remember. I think I was standing there where you are now. David was embracing me. Suddenly he was hit on the face. My earring fell off, down in those leaves. I'm sure we will find it. What's that? That's it. I lost it while he was kissing me.
Who was kissing you?
I don't remember. It was dark. And then somebody came in while we were... I'm sorry, it's all so vague.
Had you seen the earring before?
No, only that time.
But, are you sure you couldn't have lost it on some other occasion? Or under different circumstances?
No, it's the first time I've ever seen it. The earring doesn't belong to me.
It's very strange.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Here she is, Battle Wagon, the pride of the fleet. Battle Wagon, the mightiest warship you'll ever see. Flip the switch and it cruises by itself. Listen to Battle Wagon. Look at Battle Wagon's blink-a-light signal. Full speed ahead.
Battle stations! Jets ready! Landing craft ready! Torpedoes ready! Rockets ready! Guns ready! All stations fire!
Boys, get your own battery-operated Battle Wagon, loaded with tremendous firepower at food markets only.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
You know, I always like how people, they wait to faint until there's someone there to catch them. You know what I'm saying? Do some screaming, stand like this, and then, hey, Nigel, what's up, man?
Look what I found.
What do you have there?
I think Jeremiah had this backstage.
Yeah,
Here we have
some of his personal use
Barbara
photos of
Steele at her loveliest.
You think so?
Now I hear that you think she's icky.
I do.
And you might get that idea
She's an eye creature. I mean, she just got some
here.
eye issues, I think.
From here.
That one down there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is not the most appealing thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I could see where that could be construed as icky.
There's some ickiness there. There's a good degree of ickiness.
And over here, this is Barbara Steele in 1991 when she starred as Dr. Julia Hoffman in the revival of Dark Shadows on NBC. Although nobody saw it because the first Gulf War broke out at the same time.
Is that really what happened?
But there she is.
Dark Shadows. Do you remember Dark Shadows,
So
by
she
the
was
way?
on American
When
TV.
Dark Shadows was actually on with Barnabas? Yeah, give that back out to his brother, Dr. Moreau. Here's some personal time logged with that stuff there. Nigel.
I'm
Sorry
Nigel.
about that. I know.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Cadet.
Nice to meet you. Now, Nigel, how do you feel about Barbara Steele? I mean, I guess we haven't talked about your
I think
feelings.
she's rather appealing.
So you and
I
he
do.
are freaks.
She has a big eyes.
They're big.
And
They're too big.
cheekbones.
No, I don't. I just don't. Throw that thing back here, Logan.
She's
I don't
the
know.
star of many classic Italian horror films.
Just whip the thing back here. Oh, that was almost
Nicely
an
done.
issue there. That is very, very nice.
Icky.
No, I just.
I guess I
this
can
to
see
me,
what you're talking about.
That to me is just unappealing. That right there, unappealing. I don't know.
Oh, I think she's quite sexy.
Well, whatever. Look at you. I mean, you know, clearly there's that. Oh, I know. But, you know, well, look at me. I mean, the same deal. Little man who paints his face. I guess I shouldn't be throwing stones. You know what I mean? All right, everybody, we're going to be back for more of Nightmare Castle. See you in a little bit.
Be careful. It was possible for me to give you back your youth, but I could do nothing about your mind.
It doesn't matter, Doctor. It's not my mind which is useful to you when you need it.
I hope I'm not disturbing you.
I thought you had forgotten my invitation.
Oh.
Come along. I want to show you a unique experiment which could have sensational developments.
Oh, very interesting, but if you don't mind, I'd like to speak to you about your wife's illness. I'm sure that Jenny's hallucinations come partly from her sick mind, and I'm sure that they must also have a cause and foundation in the reality that surrounds her.
No one could wish it were so more than I do, but unfortunately, various symptoms seem to point to the contrary.
I thought so too, at first. But look.
An earring?
Yes.
And so?
It was in the greenhouse, under the leaves, exactly where Jenny dreamt she was. But it doesn't belong to her, so it belongs to another woman, Muriel, for example, with whom Jenny identifies herself in the dream. This earring proves that there is something real behind Jenny's nightmares. And if we can discover what it is, we will solve the mystery.
Her ladyship has acquired the habit of hiding things about the house and then forgetting later where she has put them. I told you about this.
Oh, yes. It's true. A form of kleptomania.
And so, what of the other earring?
I don't think it should be difficult to find it. I'm sure it must be among her other jewels, naturally. If you'll allow me, I'll go and have a look.
This would explain your strange discovery. Go along, Solange, and then rejoin us in the living room. Oh, I had almost forgotten. Lady Arrowsmith has changed her room. I don't think you knew about it. In the meantime, let me show you now the experiment I was speaking to you about.
Excuse me, madame. Dr. Stephen would like to show Dr. Joyce some of your jewelry. If you would like to go down yourself, they will be very pleased.
Oh, I'll come down with you then.
Please, may I take your jewel box?
Why, yes, of course. Solange! Solange, do you think I should go down like this? Or would it be too indecent?
You are in your home, madame, and Dr. Joyce is a friend.
The earring is one of those in the portrait, so there's no doubt about it. It's true, then, that they belong to Muriel.
Undoubtedly. You see, my dear Derek, at first I was rather embarrassed to admit that my wife sometimes hides certain things. You know, without any reason and without remembering it.
Solange says that you'd like to see my jewelry. I'm afraid they're not collection pieces, but I'll gladly show them to you.
I should like to see them. You're very kind, you know.
Here's an emerald and diamond necklace that I like very much. Oh, and here's a gold bracelet that belonged to my mother. This one is from Sanssouci.
Beautiful.
And this is an earring that's...
And these are Muriel's earrings, dearest. You have never worn them.
How do you explain these things?
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
What do you think of the fact that man has learned to exploit his brain on a supersensory level? Consider the numerous cases of telepathy, of clairvoyance, and even of diagnosis from a distance. There is no doubt that the witches and wizards of Africa and Siberia do no more than make use of their brains, in a way, I should say, that is more intelligent than ours. We know that they are able to enter directly into contact with the beyond, and even with the dead.
Well, let us not exaggerate. Telepathy is one thing. The beyond is quite another.
I must ask you to excuse me. I think I'll go upstairs. I feel a little tired.
What is it, Jenny? Is something wrong?
No, nothing. I just feel a little tired. Don't trouble yourself, Stephen. Good night.
I'll join you immediately. Good night.
Good night, Jenny.
Good night, madame.
Poor Jenny. She becomes stranger all the time. Do you really think it was wise of you to decide to let her sleep alone?
As things are at the moment, it certainly can't do her any harm. One must proceed blindly, by trial and error. Her memory is blocked just now.
Yes. I realize that her condition doesn't leave us much hope. And I know that you are doing everything humanly possible to help her.
Oh, Stephen! Doctor! Oh.
You should be more careful. Let's go down to the laboratory. We must stop the bleeding at once.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
No, thank you. It's nothing. She has a blood disease, nothing serious, but we must stop the hemorrhage immediately, otherwise it could be dangerous. Come along, Solange.
Is there anything the matter, sir?
No, it's nothing, Jonathan. Nothing.
Would you like me to serve you anything else, sir? A glass of port, some whiskey?
No, thank you, Jonathan. I'm going up to my room. Good night to you, Jonathan. Good night. Who's there?
It's no good. We need new blood. It's been successful again this time. But solution can't last much longer.
Oh.
Jenny, my blood, downstairs in the laboratory. Go, hurry.
Annabelle Hampton died in her 27th year. Muriel Hampton, 26 years old.
Your pulse is regular. She must have been completely out of control.
You tend to your wound, and I'll look after her.
Stephen, I saw her as she was about to strike you. That face, it wasn't hers. It was Muriel's.
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Hello. The Frito Bandito has a free gift for kids everywhere. A free gift. An eraser that looks just like me. It is free in every six-pack of Fritos corn chips. It erases anything you draw. The Frito Bandito eraser is a free gift from the Frito Band.
Get the specially marked six-pack of Fritos corn chips with a free Frito Bandito eraser.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Oh, sorry. Hey, there we are, everybody. Hey, Nigel, how you doing?
What?
Nigel?
Nigel.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Mr.
see
the
you.
Dead.
Thank you very much, Nigel.
What a strange surname you have.
It is very unusual.
The Dead.
That comes, it's kind of a weird, it's equestrian and Wadinguin.
Under T in the address book, is it?
Well, it's Wadinguin is where I was actually. My father was a Wadingwa. And my mother was an equestrian, and that's how they came together.
Goodness.
And that's where that's my background.
Well,
a lot of people say it's sort of mongrel-like, but I think it's the Wadingwa part is, I don't know. I mean, it's a little different. I've never really met any other people from there.
Well, excuse me, I'm going to go look for Jeremiah.
All right, great
Perhaps
to
he's
see
back.
you. Great to see you. We will find out.
Bye, Logan.
Joe.
Bye, Josh.
All right. Now, when is the last time that you were eating dinner and either you or someone you were eating dinner with cut themselves so badly that the blood just started to drain out of them? You know, if you're doing that at dinner time, you're either using the wrong utensils or you may want to think about tenderizer or something like that. Have you ever cut yourself
I've
at
cut
dinner,
myself
Logan?
a couple times.
At dinner.
Yeah, well, cooking dinner.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean actual dining.
Like cutting steak.
Dude, Dr. Moreau.
What?
Wait, what? How come you have your brother's shirt on? What's the matter here? You and he doing a little weird transformata or what? That's very strange. So you have cut yourself while eating, Logan?
Yeah.
That's scary.
I know.
What's
Good
up,
heavens.
Doc? Did you find him?
I went all the way out to Austin Strobel to find my brother, and he wasn't there.
How did you get an accent all of a sudden? What is up here? It's cross. Anyway, come back in now. Come back in. All right, now be Dr. Moreau. Hey, Doc.
Good day. I am
All right.
fine.
There he is. He's
How are
fine.
you?
Thank goodness, because I didn't want. I like it better this way. All right, everybody, get back to the movie. We'll enjoy.
Who are you?
Jenny, what were you doing? What happened to you, Jenny?
Jenny? Jenny? I'm not Jenny. I hate Jenny. I hate her. I'm Muriel.
Jenny. Jenny.
Did you see it too, Derek?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes, I don't know what it was, but I shall certainly find out.
Stephen. With blood all over his face. But it wasn't me. Please forgive me. But what do you think she wants from me? Why does she torment me so?
Jenny, I saw it too. It's true. A strange and terrifying phenomenon. But you can be sure that nothing will change my decision. I'm going to help you, Jenny.
When you speak to me, I begin to have some faith again and a little bit of hope. Promise not to leave me, Derek. I'm so afraid.
I think it would be better for you if you were to leave the castle. Just for a short while. Some place that's calm and quiet.
Very well. Just as you say.
Now you see what happens when you don't listen to me. Now it's not only that woman we have to worry about, but the doctor as well. That interfering busybody who always keeps spying on us while never losing the opportunity of consoling the poor little dove.
You seem to enjoy it. If it should ever cross your mind that I could be jealous of Derek, you'd be greatly mistaken.
But his being here makes things so dangerous. Why did he go down into the crypt last night? Maybe he found out something.
He found out enough to hang us both. He moved the slab on Muriel's tomb and discovered it was empty.
So then we are ruined. He could turn us over at any moment now. You must stop him from leaving the castle at all costs. We must...
Keep quiet. I know what we must do. You were looking for me, Doctor?
Why, yes, I was. I wanted to have a few words with you before you went to the laboratory.
Nothing would please me more.
Thank you.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. I wanted to speak to you about your wife. I'm convinced that it is absolutely necessary for her to leave the castle for surroundings more suited to the cure of her mental troubles.
What is the matter? You may speak quite freely.
I want to tell you there are ghosts in this castle, Dr. Ira Smith.
Really? Tell me, have you seen them yourself by any chance?
Souls living in another world, trying to hide themselves behind Jenny, trying to possess her, to destroy her mind and free will. Your wife is not mad, but she runs the risk of becoming so if she continues to live here in this castle.
I quite realize that. It was I who asked you to come here, and I shall abide by any decision you feel it necessary to make.
I have already mentioned it to Jenny, and I'm sure she will agree.
All the better. Will you be taking her back to the same clinic where she was treated before?
Definitely yes, to begin with. I plan to take her away with me tomorrow. Well, I'll leave you to your work.
Thank you, Doctor.
Are you sure it will work? Wouldn't poison have been a safer way?
There isn't a poison which leaves no traces. In this way, we don't run any risks, and the result is the same.
Come in.
Did you call, sir?
Yes, Jonathan. I think it's about time for my evening bath.
It will be ready in just a moment, sir.
Thank you, Jonathan. Ready, Jonathan?
All ready, sir. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
No. Come in.
Excuse me, sir. I forgot about the clean towel.
Oh, that's all right.
Jonathan! Jonathan! Jonathan, what happened? Jonathan! What happened, Jonathan?
You're watching Ned the Dead's Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Good news for the soft sex.
That's me.
A new soap to help get you softer. A soap that's more like cream. New creamier Camay.
Looks more like cream.
Try it.
Feels more like cream.
It's the creamiest Camay ever made. New creamier Camay. The soap that's more like cream. Helps get the soft sex softer.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey everybody, it's Chiller Theater. Welcome back. You know, a little electro. Yeah, good thing you go to that thing. I'll tell you what, there's some electric flying around in this darn movie. You know, that's obviously his choice.
You know, people are always saying that you shouldn't bend over to pick up the soap, and look what happened to poor Jonathan.
How do you get that reference? That's something you don't hear every single day on TV. I'll
He
tell you
dropped
that
it
much.
in the electrified bathtub.
No, I know, that was just crazy too. And I mean,
Did we see any servants before now?
No,
I
and
don't
he's got
think
this
so.
plunger switch. You know, who has those? You know what I'm saying? Those big, you know, those deals.
I had a grandfather who was German, and he used to refer to that as der Switch.
Der Switch. Well, they do have der Switch. But you
Switch.
wonder, I got switches at home, and they're all little ones. I don't have a big, giant you know? That's what I call it, a kakung, is what I call that. A kakung. Did you do that with me?
Kakung?
And then, kakung. See, like that. It's much like cat and kakung. You know, actually...
Riketsu.
See, I like the way you say cat now. Say cat. Cat. All right, together we'll say cat. Right here, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Cat. That is fun. That's fun. Do it if you do it at home. You know, it's very... Oh, getting a phone call now, too. That's awfully nice. Oh, yeah, I wonder who it is. Huh. Maybe I should take that here. Hello, Ned the Dead. Yeah. All righty? Sure. Yeah, that'll be 3 muskies, 2 perch, and a bass. Delivered to the loading dock at Wingdinkle and Associates. Alrighty. Yeah, and I'll clean them out. But do leave the gut pile. All right, fantastic. Great. All right, take care. See you later. I don't know. Bye. Tell you just a little business I have on the side.
working here,
I have a
buddy.
business on the
Putting on a
side.
show.
What do you want, man? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was vibrating in my pocket.
There's no doubt he had a heart attack. Probably he suffered from a weak heart without knowing it.
Quite possibly. Also, the overheated atmosphere of the room could easily have had some influence. Please, Jenny, go back to your room. Solange, go with her ladyship. This one is certainly a case that makes one think very seriously about the frailty of human life. Only 10 minutes ago, that man was the picture of health, and now he is ready for the worm.
Please allow me not to appreciate your cynicism, Dr. Arrowsmith.
Forgive me, my dear Derek. The fact is, you have remained too much a man to be a scientist. Oh, and before I forget, will you think about making out a death certificate for the authorities?
Right away.
Something else, if you don't mind. Will you help me to carry poor Jonathan's body into his room?
Is there anything else I can get you, madame?
No. All I want to do is leave this house before it's too late.
There. Forgive me, Doctor. I'm afraid I've asked you to perform a rather unpleasant task. We can go now.
It will probably seem very silly to you, but I would like to leave a little light for him.
Go ahead. I'll see you later.
And now what shall we do? Your wife says she wants to go away at once.
On the contrary, she won't go anywhere. Of that I can assure you. Everything will turn out exactly as we wanted. Go along now. It's he. You look a little distraught, Jenny. I realize that what happened to Jonathan was a painful shock to you, but you mustn't be disheartened.
Stephen, I can't stand it. I don't want to stay here anymore. I'm leaving tomorrow with Derek for wherever he chooses to take me. Anything will be better than this hell.
With Derek? I thought so. He's bewitched you with his stories.
What are you saying? Why are you talking like that? You had so much faith in him. Now?
Now, I see that his so-called treating you was just an excuse to flirt shamelessly with you, and don't say you didn't realize it yourself.
But I swear to you, I've known Derek for years. He's such a good friend of mine. He's so affectionate and unselfish.
You may be blind, my dear, but I'm not. I know his type. Affectionate, unselfish, and always ready to take advantage of a beautiful patient. Weak and rich.
No, don't you dare say that. Derek hasn't done anything wrong.
Are caresses, holding hands, and soft looks all part of the cure? You forget that greenhouses are made of glass, and I am not blind. I love you, Jenny. I don't want to lose you. I can't stand the idea of your going away with him. Don't leave me alone, Jenny.
I don't want to, Stephen. But I'm so frightened here.
We'll go away together. Tomorrow. We'll go to Spain, to Italy, wherever you want. You'll leave all your nightmares behind you. And we won't come back here until you have completely recovered. All right? Then we leave tomorrow.
Just as you say, Stephen.
Certainly, this journey can do you nothing but good. You'll be able to amuse yourself, to breathe purer air, to find real tranquility. But I cannot pretend that I shouldn't have preferred another solution.
Do you mean the asylum, Dr. Derrick? Or have you other plans?
But Jenny, why are you saying these things? It seems as if you had suddenly lost all faith in me.
Perhaps you see me as some clinical case to be kept under observation and studied. It will be bad enough if that's true, yet in a way I wish it was so. Because if what happened last night has put any ideas in your head, I'll be obliged to consider you simply one of the most contemptible of men.
I realize that after what you have said, there's nothing I can answer. Whatever I might say would only confirm your suspicions. Now, the only thing left for me to do is to go away. But before I go, I want to tell you this, Jenny. I have always been very fond of you. And any time you need me, I shall be happy to help you.
It's so cold tonight. That damn blood. It's turning to poison in my veins. Cold, heavy, like mercury. She wants it back. Muriel, that witch, she wants her blood. Stephen, do something. Save me. I need new life. Young, pure blood. I need Jenny's blood.
Very well, then. You'll get it tomorrow.
Go away, David.
Who are you? Muriel? Where is your body?
My heart. Oh, take my heart. Oh, take my heart. My heart. Oh, no. Oh.
Who killed you? Stephen?
Stephen! Oh, save him! Stephen! Statue! Dagger! Oh, go! No!
Well, have a good journey, and thank you again for everything you've done for my wife.
There is nothing to thank me for. And would you please say goodbye to her for me?
Goodbye, Derek. I'm grateful to you for trying to help me.
Oh, I'm delighted to be able to wish you a pleasant trip once more. And I hope to see you again very soon.
Why are you going? Don't you find enough to interest you here? Do you like the Hampton Crest?
Goodbye and good luck.
When? Now, Stephen, I beg you. We must be far from here before he is able to speak to anybody.
I am preparing the electrolysis. You know that it's only a matter of a few hours. Everything will be ready for you by this evening. And then we'll leave during the night, all three of us. At least officially. I'm going down to the laboratory.
You're watching Chiller Theater. We'll be right back.
Your assignment for tomorrow is the chapter on cell division. And there will be a quiz.
What is this? Boys, what is it?
I only have one cavity.
Oh, your checkup. We did it.
Hey, that's some checkup, Professor. How'd you do it? I mean, scientifically speaking.
Well, I could give you a technical explanation, but they'll tell you this.
It's easy. We switched to crest.
In my opinion, fighting cavities is the most important thing. So we switched to Crest. The others we tried didn't have fluoride. Crest really works against cavities.
And I understand Crest is accepted by the American Dental Association.
Yes, that's right.
I like the way Crest concentrates on cavities. I think that's pretty important.
That's what it's all about. Want to hold a rabbit?
Fighting cavities is the whole idea behind Crest.
Welcome back to Chiller Theater.
Hey, everybody, we're back now, even though we don't really know. What, you got that thing again?
What?
Oh, a different one.
What?
Oh,
Did
no,
we-
same one.
Did you do this without me?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I spaced
Because
out.
I wasn't here.
You know, I think I have some attention issues. I really do. I
Let's
think I
see
have
more of the
some.
bondage.
Do you
More
feel
of
it?
the bondage shot.
Do you feel like I have some attention issues? You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
What? I'll go through it again. Go through it again. Give it the bondage shot. He really likes that one.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, the dream sequence was an acting tour de force, don't you think? I mean, where she's squealing and laying, and I mean, that was really, as far as acting goes, I'd give that a 3. I believe that was high level. You know what I'm saying?
You broke the camera.
Yeah, actually, that now cost $36,000 worth of damage to that camera right there. And,
That's a lot of commercials.
No, it is. Yeah, dude, in this show, that's 36,000 commercials. Yeah, it's, they're not a buck. I promise. They're not a buck. So, we had a little time-space continuum there, too. All right, so next week's movie is... what is it? Phantom Ship.
Phantom Ship.
Phantom Ship.
Bela Lugosi.
I actually really like this movie because, I mean, first of all, it is the least hospitable workplace ever. You know, these dudes who are on this ship, this is the least. When you see this thing, I want you to approach this, think about it during the week, and think next week when you tune in and go, man, Ned wasn't kidding about that, because that is the least hospitable workplace you're ever going to find.
And it's in English.
Right. And
it's not Mexican or Japanese or Italian.
That's right. So, we're here for you in every way, bringing you the loving that you need and deserve, right?
And so.
All right, so we're going to get on out of here because we love you, need you, thank you. This is the Unusual Chiller Theater. This is the upsetting Dr. Moreau. I am the fat little Ned the Dead, and we thank you. We thank Van Verides. We thank our sponsors. They're all good people. Shop them, love them.
Stephen. Listen, Stephen, I wonder if...
Come along. There's no time to lose.
What are you doing, Stephen? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm going to free you from your nightmares forever, Jenny. Your sister is calling you, isn't she? Can't you hear her? Now that damned voice will be silenced forever! Miserable Hampton witch, your race is finished!
Stephen, I can't stand it!
You will sleep now. A long sleep
Stephen, let me go.
that will be without any more dreams.
What have I done?
Peace, Jenny. Come along now, lie down. It will still take a couple of hours. I'm going up to prepare everything for the journey. You stay still.
Stephen. Yes, Stephen. It's my flesh you're touching. The flesh you thought you'd destroyed. But you can't destroy flesh any more than you can love or hate. It's all the same thing.
What do you want? I punished you for your crime.
No. You gave me extreme pleasure. You taught me the pleasure of the torment of the flesh, which turns into ecstasy. Yes, Stephen, that passes through life into death and receives eternity. Now I'm going to reward you with that same pleasure. Come, darling.
Stephen? Stephen?
Don't be afraid, Stephen. I'll stay with you with my body and my senses until someone comes and destroys my heart.
Scream, Stephen. Curse! Beg! Yes! Now I've got your body and your monstrous soul, if there is any such thing in your damned being. It's my moment now! Help! Help! Muriel!
worry, Jenny. Now all of your nightmares are over and done with forever.
Last break, did it seem like I was ending the show? Because I didn't want it to seem like that. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I'm glad we're back because I want to comment on the two hearts skewered by the knife.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that clever?
No, it is. It's nice. I think everybody should have an aquarium with filled with hearts. You know, I think it's nice. Hearts. I like body parts. You keep body parts in an aquarium is nice. One time I went up with this dude, this guy that we went up to his family's deer camp. Okay, up by Iron Mountain, past Iron Mountain, right? So we're sitting up there, and I happened to go in the freezer. He was, wherever in the can or outside or something like that. So I had started to go through the freezer because that's what fat dudes do, quickly check the fridge or whatever. So, and I'm unaware at this point of the deer hunting. Kind of the special things that deer hunters do. So I find a bunch of packages in the freezer, and they're all organs. One says Dick's heart. One says Bob's liver or whatever. Seriously. And I'm thinking to myself, if I just laced myself at turns out, of course, they're all deer organs that they're saving. Why would you save the heart?
You cook them.
Well, dude, I cook them. Then cook it. What do you eat it? Cook it.
Cook them.
Save it. By doing save the heart. What is that all about?
Save it for later.
I don't know. When you see Dick's heart in the damn thing, that'll
probably who it belongs.
Oh, that'll frighten you. I know. That's who it was. It was Dick's heart. But wow.
I have a story to tell too.
Tell quickly.
A friend of mine was asking me the week that we had the horrible Mexican horror movie on, and we had some schmutz on the film.
Yeah.
And then we had schmutz on the TV camera.
Yeah.
And I grabbed it, and you grabbed it. It was like dryer lint, and you exposed your abdomen and shoved it in your belly button. And a friend of mine was asking me, how do you get him to do that?
No, it was bad. I know. I had other people talk about it.
How do I get him to do that?
How do you get me to? How do you get me not to? That's the question. All right, everybody. We will see you next week. We love you. Need you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching Ned the Dead and Doc Moreau. Remember to check out their stuff at nedthedead.com.